Ever found yourself in a tight spot, needing access to your funds immediately, and wondered, can I actually get my money out of Gerald whenever I need it? That's what we're diving into today. Now, before we get into the specifics of Gerald, let's talk about why this question is so important. In today's fast-paced world, financial flexibility is crucial. Whether it's an unexpected emergency, a sudden opportunity, or simply needing to cover day-to-day expenses, knowing you can access your money when you need it provides peace of mind. Think about it. Imagine you've diligently saved or invested your money, but when a real emergency hits, like a medical bill, a car repair, or a family matter, you're faced with complicated withdrawal processes, hefty penalties, or long waiting periods. That's a nightmare scenario no one wants to experience. This brings us to Gerald. For those unfamiliar, Gerald is a financial service or platform, and for the purposes of this video, we're going to assume it's a platform that offers various financial products like savings accounts, investment options, or perhaps even lending services. It's important to understand the specific type of service Gerald offers because the answer to our initial question, can I withdraw money from Gerald anytime, depends heavily on the specific product you're using. Let's break down some common scenarios. First, let's consider a standard savings account offered through Gerald. Traditionally, savings accounts are designed for easy access to your funds. You typically have several options for withdrawing money, such as online transfers, ATM withdrawals, or over-the-counter withdrawals at a physical branch if Gerald has one. In most cases, you can withdraw money from a savings account at any time, although there might be daily or transaction limits to prevent fraud and ensure security. However, even with savings accounts, there can be some nuances. Some accounts might have restrictions on the number of withdrawals you can make within a certain period. Exceeding this limit might incur a fee. It's crucial to check the terms and conditions of your specific savings account with Gerald to understand any such limitations. Now, let's shift our focus to investment products offered through Gerald. These could include things like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or other investment vehicles. Unlike savings accounts, withdrawing money from investments isn't always as straightforward. For example, if you've invested in stocks or bonds through Gerald, selling those assets to access your money involves market dynamics. The time it takes to sell your investments and receive the funds can vary depending on market conditions and the specific type of investment. It usually takes a few business days for the transaction to settle. Furthermore, selling investments before a certain period, especially in the case of some retirement accounts or fixed-term investments, might result in penalties or early withdrawal fees. These penalties are designed to discourage early withdrawals and encourage long-term investing. Another scenario to consider is if Gerald offers fixed-term deposits or certificates of deposit, CDs. These are savings products where you agree to deposit your money for a fixed period, typically ranging from a few months to several years, in exchange for a higher interest rate. Withdrawing your money before the maturity date of a CD usually incurs a penalty, which could significantly eat into your earned interest. Let's also touch upon loans or credit lines offered through Gerald. If you've taken out a loan, you're not withdrawing money in the traditional sense. Instead, you're repaying the money you've borrowed. The repayment terms, including the schedule and amount of payments, are outlined in your loan agreement. So, coming back to our initial question, can I withdraw money from Gerald anytime? The answer, as you can see, is not a simple yes or no. It depends entirely on the specific product or service you're using through Gerald. If you have a standard savings account, the answer is most likely yes, with some potential limitations on transaction frequency or amounts. If you're invested in stocks, bonds, or other market-based investments, withdrawing your money involves selling those assets and might take a few days. If you have a fixed-term deposit or CD, early withdrawal will likely result in penalties. And if you have a loan, you're dealing with repayments, not withdrawals. The key takeaway here is to thoroughly understand the terms and conditions of each product or service you use with Gerald. Read the fine print, ask questions, and make sure you're fully aware of any withdrawal restrictions, fees, or penalties. If you're unsure, the best course of action is to contact Gerald's customer support directly. They can provide specific information about your account and answer any questions you have regarding withdrawals. Don't hesitate to reach out to them. It's always better to be informed than to face unexpected surprises later. This also highlights the importance of having a diverse financial strategy. It's often recommended to keep a portion of your funds in highly liquid accounts, like savings accounts, for easy access in emergencies, while allocating other portions to longer-term investments for growth. This way, you have both immediate access to funds and the potential for long-term financial gain. Understanding the accessibility of your funds is a critical part of financial planning. It's not just about saving or investing, it's about knowing you can access your money when you truly need it. So, take the time to understand the specifics of your accounts with Gerald or any other financial institution you use. It's an investment in your financial peace of mind. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.